Hello everyone. On this video I want to talk to you about maintenance and cleaning for an Earthbag house. As you know, the materials that we use are clay, sand, and hay. So I consider this house, compared to the houses made out of concrete, a living being, and it changes and shifts throughout the seasons, so that requires more maintenance and cleaning than a concrete house or even a wooden house. So I just want to talk to you about that today. So let's get started. So the first thing I would like to show you is these holes on the wall, and there are some more there and some more holes over there, and they are created by a little flying insect called drunken bayman. They come every dry season to live inside the walls of our house, and we have to clean constantly the outside of the house. So that's the good news, that they are only living outside the house, but then they create quite a mess. Here you can see all this is clay that they dug out of the wall to create their homes, and you might think, oh, like they haven't cleaned this in forever. No, this is from a week ago. We stopped cleaning a week ago, and this is the mess we have. So another example is here. You can see the cobwebs. See all this here. This is something that we also have to clean regularly because it gets out of control and it looks like a haunted house or an abandoned house. It just gets crazy. And you know, we move to the forest because we like nature and we like critters, so we're not interested in, you know, putting any kind of chemicals or anything to try to get rid of them. You know, we just are learning to live with them, but that also requires from us to keep up with the cleaning, and that's what happens if you don't clean in 1 week. You just have all these cobwebs outside your house, which is crazy. So for people who like to keep their house clean and don't like spiders, I don't know how they will do with an Earthbag house, because definitely you know, I think it's the materials that the house is made of, you know, clay and the hay, the sand, are materials that are very inviting for these little critters. And now that we're here, I also wanted to talk about the other problem that everybody who has an Earthbag house faces, and that's cracks. That's part of building an Earthbag house. As I say, it's a living organism that shifts, changes, moves according to the seasons. So during the rainy season, when it gets really hot, what happens is that the houses, like the clay contracts and makes the cracks. And when it's the rainy season, then because it's raining so hard, the pressure of the rain on the roof makes you know, causes cracks also. So I don't know if you can see here, there is more cracks, and we need to at least like fix cracks. I don't know, it depends. I think over time it's getting more and more demanding. I feel like now we're doing it like 3 times a year. The good news is that fixing cracks is not as bad as you might imagine. You just need to get clay, sand, and hay, and patch the wall, and also have lime to paint over. So, you know, for us, fixing the cracks takes half the day, and pretty much every single room has cracks in it. Okay, so this is another critter. These are is dead, but this critter lives inside the walls, lives in the mud, and comes out quite often and just kind of dies outside. So we have to sweep the floors, sweep the walls. Sweep the walls every week just to make sure that they don't keep building up. So yeah, I don't know. How do you feel about sweeping all the walls in your house every week and removing stuff just to keep it clean? If you're someone who is busy and doing a lot, probably this is not ideal, but this is one of the issues that we face when we build the Earthbag house. I don't know if this is something that happens with every single Earthbag house that is in the tropics, on subtropical climates, but definitely happens to us. So another issue that we face is called delamination, and it's due to humidity. We live in the subtropics, so the change of temperatures and the humidity makes the lime crack and create these patterns, and then you can see here the mud, and here you see the paint. So that's what happens, and there are plenty of these around the house. So we just have to grab fresh lime. Always make sure that when you're painting, you paint with fairly new or fresh lime, and that's it. You just coat it and you are ready to go. It's cheaper than paint, which is actually great. I hope you find this information helpful, and I just want to let you know that despite the maintenance and cleaning that we have to do, that is more often than a house made out of concrete or wood, I still love and enjoy living in my Earthbag house. I see it as a toxic-free environment, as a living being, and I just enjoy it. Thank you for watching.